You don't have to sit in a classroom to learn English. You don't need a textbook. You just need stories. When you listen to stories, your brain starts learning naturally, just like a child learns a first language. And that's the power of it. So if you're enjoying this method, make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the bell for new stories every single day. Today's story is about a boy who spent one whole day doing something most people never stop to do. He just watched. And what he saw changed how he looked at everything. Noah didn't wake up with a plan. He didn't expect the day to be different. He just felt a little off, like something inside him had unplugged. Instead of staying in bed or forcing himself to be productive, he decided to do something unusual. He stepped outside, put his hands in his pockets, and started walking. No phone. No music. No direction. He just walked into the city. It wasn't busy yet. The sun was still low in the sky, and the air had that soft, cool feeling that doesn't last long. Noah walked past the same streets he always did, but this time he looked. Really looked. He didn't just pass people. He watched them. A woman crossing the street with a fast, sharp walk and her keys swinging from one hand. A man staring at a newspaper in a shop window, his lips moving as if he was reading silently to himself. A kid sitting on a bike, not riding it, just turning the wheels with his hands. Noah stopped on a corner and leaned against a metal pole. He didn't move for a long time. People passed. Some alone. Some in pairs. Some in groups. Some talking. Some staring at phones. Some moving quickly, as if time was chasing them. Some moving slowly, as if they had forgotten about time completely. The city moved like a river. And Noah just watched. At first, it felt strange. Like he didn't belong. Like he was out of place for not doing anything. But the longer he stood there, the more invisible he became. No one looked at him. No one asked questions. He was part of the background now. A quiet observer. He started walking again. He sat at a bus stop bench and didn't take a bus. He leaned on a fence outside a school and listened to the noise of break time. He stood near a small fruit shop and watched how quickly the vendors' hands moved, grabbing apples, counting coins, smiling at familiar faces. Noah watched how people made space for each other on the sidewalk. How they waited at crossings without really looking up. How some cars slowed down for pedestrians, and some didn't. How a teenager helped an older man carry a bag across the street. He noticed a group of boys laughing so hard they bent forward, holding their stomachs, their laughter full and real. He didn't know what was funny. He didn't need to. Their joy was enough. He walked past a cafe with a big window and stopped. From where he stood, he could see everyone inside. A couple holding hands across the table. A girl writing in a notebook with a pink pen. A man with a laptop and headphones, nodding to a rhythm only he could hear. Behind the counter, a barista danced while pouring milk into a cup, thinking no one was watching. But Noah watched. He kept moving. He found a spot near a busy roundabout, climbed a few steps, and sat on the edge of a small wall. Cars came and went like waves. Horns. Brake lights. Bicycles cutting through small spaces. A man on a skateboard almost lost balance and laughed at himself. Noah watched a woman in a red coat stop and take a photo of something in the sky. He looked up but didn't see anything. Maybe it was a bird. Maybe a cloud. Maybe just light hitting something the right way. Time passed. He didn't know how much. He didn't check. He started noticing smaller things. A dog sticking its head out of a moving car. 2 kids pulling a suitcase with stickers on it. A man standing very still, looking up at a building like he was remembering something from long ago. Noah realized something. People are always telling stories, even without words. In the way they walk. In the way they stop. In the way they look up or down or around. He saw a boy practicing dance moves against a wall. No music. Just steps and turns. He looked nervous, like he didn't want to be seen, but also like he wanted to be seen. Like this was the only place he had. Later, Noah sat on the edge of a fountain and watched people throw coins in. Some closed their eyes before they did it. Some smiled. Some did it without thinking. What were they wishing for? He watched a little girl pick up a fallen flower and give it to her father. He watched a man in a suit sit down on the sidewalk and tie his shoe slowly, as if he had nowhere else to be. He watched 2 women laugh while drinking from paper cups. He watched a bird land on a table, grab a crumb, and fly away. Noah realized he was smiling. Not because anything big had happened, but because everything was happening. And he had finally taken the time to see it. By the time the sun dropped lower and the shadows stretched across the street, Noah felt full. Not in his stomach, but somewhere deeper. Like he had eaten the world with his eyes and now it lived inside him. He took one last slow walk through the streets before heading home. Everything looked the same. The buildings. The lights. The people. But he was different. Because now he saw things others missed. Now he noticed. And now, the city didn't feel so big, or fast, or cold. It felt alive. It felt like a book that had been open all along, just waiting for someone to read the pages. Or maybe not read. Maybe just listen. Without trying, you just listen to a full story filled with natural English phrases, grammar patterns, and vocabulary. All of it entered your brain in the best way, through feeling, not memorization. That's why this works. So if this story made you pause, or think, or even smile a little, show us by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and turning on the bell. You'll get new stories like this every day. And tell us in the comments, have you ever just watched people for a day? What did you notice? What did you feel? See you tomorrow for the next one.